Okay, na? Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the fifth session of ICT 2 Information and Communication Technology. In previous, we discussed a lot of topics. So, totally 2.5 units are completed, and the remaining 2.5 units are there. Already we are there in third unit. The unit title of the third unit is email, electronical mail. The previous session we discussed about what are the important advantages and disadvantages of email, and in case if no email ID, how can I create in Gmail, how to create an email ID, a new user, because without email account we cannot possible to communicate, and we cannot possible to send or receive mails also. So if you send or receive mail to other locations, we need a proper email account. So the email account creation procedure is so simple, very few steps to complete the email address creation in Gmail. So now the third topic in the email in unit 3 is procedure for checking and sending emails. That means in case if any other person is send a mail to your inbox, so the new mail, how to open it and how to read. At the same time, after reading mail, you will send a reply to other person. So how to sending a reply or how to send a new mail to your friend. So in this class, we know about these two topics, checking and sending email. Now, the first one is checking emails. So actually, email is a great way of communicating with friends and family at the touch of a button. Absolutely. So after compose a text message in Gmail account, you just click a send button in the bottom of the window. In fraction of second, the message is delivered to your friend. So at the touch of a button, we can easily send message to your family, friends or old friends. So because the friends, no matter where in the world you are, okay, so your friend should be located in a USA or your friend in UK, whatever may be, your friend should be located in any place, the email is transferred to the particular system. To send and receive email, the user must have an email account. That previously I said, an email account is compulsory, because without email address we cannot possible receive mail, and we cannot possible to send a mail to your friend. So an email account is there, simply logged on to the internet and follow the steps to check mails. So let us how to check mail. First of all, we have a computer system. The computer system including with an internet facility and proper browser installation is also required. So if you want to communicate or send a message to your friend, three things are need: computer with internet facility, and proper browser is also need to communicate. So once the browser is ready, if you want to open the browser and type www.gmail.com in the address bar in browser. Okay, once you have to open a browser, there are so many different components appear in a browser, but other components are no need to require for this time, but we need to work with address bar. So this address bar, what action can do, if you want to type any website address in the address bar, the corresponding web page is appeared in the document area. So that's why this time I want to communicate and I want to send a message to our friend. So I want to type the website address, and the address bar is www.gmail.com, G for Google Mail. After typing the address, just press an enter key on the keyboard. Now the page is loading on a browser. Once the page is successfully loading and the content is appear on the document area, now you simply type the proper email address and corresponding password. Okay, so in that appropriate two proper boxes appear in the Gmail homepage. For example, this is Gmail homepage. So this Gmail homepage contains two proper areas. The first area is called user ID. This is a one text box. In this place, user entered the proper user name, that is user ID how to enter in this place. And this is called a password text box. In this, you have to enter the password. After user ID and password, for example, I entered my user ID. So my user ID is Gani. This is my user ID. And password, if you type password in this box, the text is always in star format because the security purpose. Okay, if you type anything, the input text is appear in the password box in only star format. After these two text areas are entered completely, click sign up button. Once you click the sign up, what happening? First, Gmail can verify your user ID and the user ID corresponding password, both are verified in the Gmail account. So these both are matching, then automatically you logged into your inbox area. In case in these two text boxes, any one of them, either a user ID, either a password, if any one you entered in wrong entry to enter, then it will show a error message on the screen, user ID is not available or password is incorrect. There are two messages are appear, and you just read the message and remove the user ID or remove the password. Again you have to enter a new password after click the sign up. In case no more mistakes is appear in this time, then the home page is appear and enter into your inbox. Okay, in case you don't have a Gmail account, for example you are a new user, so this is the first time to create your own account. So in case you don't have a Gmail account, so in the same place, the right hand corner a button is appear, that is create new account button is appear. This is the button. So in case no user ID available, this is a new user to create email ID in Gmail. So that new user just click the create new button. So if you create new account button, you just click on this area to open the registration form. Yes, if you want to click this button, automatically a new page is opened. This page is show about yourself. This is called actually registration form or registration page. So just fill the registration form to get registered with Gmail and get a unique Gmail account, because unique mean the exact Gmail ID we should not to be there another person. Ika meeku tappinchi ika the same user ID వేరొకరికి ఉండడానికి అవకాశం ఉండదు. So this is called unique Gmail ID. So in this registration form you entered your first name and entered your last name, entered your gender, entered your age, entered your country, and enter your mobile phone number. These all are the required fields you have to enter in the registration form. Okay, so this process is completed. Now the successful Gmail account is also created, but actually the new user can click this button only. But already you are an existing user, you have worked with Gmail for more times, you don't click this create new button, you use this only two buttons, that is user ID and the second one is called password. Okay, these two are entered and click the sign up button. Let us, once the process is complete, immediately you entered into the your inbox area. Actually once you have to log in into your mail, it will shows a new window. Actually, this is called a new window. So this new window contains two parts. This is called a left content area. This is right panel. So left panel in Gmail is called a dashboard. This is dashboard. In this dashboard, there are several different options that appear. That is compose, inbox, send, trash, outbox, spam, like all mails. So these all are the different of the options available in the dashboard. This dashboard is always appear on left side of your account, and this is the right panel. So right panel shows different option, that is who sent the mail, what is the subject, and date and time, sending date and sending time. This is the information. For example, I will send a message to our friend. So our friend mail, who sent this mail? Ganesh is sent mail. So is the Ganesh P is appear. And subject, hi, or whatever may be, you just write down the representation of the text. And sending date is like 20/10/2020, and time is morning 9:32 a.m. So all the mails should be there in the inbox area. You just click the inbox. So you didn't click anything. Then if you want to enter into your account details, the inbox is always appear. Okay, sir, how can I identify unread messages and read messages in my inbox? So read and unread, the difference is, read messages mean already you have to open it, and what should be there you have read also. But unread messages mean you didn't open, these all are the fresh and new mails. Okay, that is very easy. Unread mails is in D color. D color mean like it's not highlighted. Okay, but unread messages are appear in very highlighted manner, and read messages are appear is in dull mode. Dull mode mean we can open your inbox, you can easy to identify. Unread emails is always be very effective to attractive, like a small rectangular box to show. So very attractive mails are called unread. Sometimes if you want to open the mail, it will be change the action and change the color also. Okay, so to check for new emails, so you click which button? Inbox mail. If you click inbox, all received mails should be stored in this place only. Okay, if you click inbox, so the screen will show all read and unread messages. So inbox contain all them. So actually inbox contain all messages, that is either read or unread, whatever may be, each and every one, everything can keep in on the inbox. So to read email, for example, a new mail is coming into my account. So how can I read my new email in my inbox? That is very simply. So to read email, simply click on the subject of the email. That is called, actually the right panel contains 4 fields. One is the to, second one is the subject, date and time. So if you want to read any proper message in your account, just click the subject. If you want to click the subject button, the mail is expanded. Expanded means full clear to shown on in another page. Okay, so to read email, simply click on the subject of the email only. You don't click date, or you don't click time, or you don't click to. So if you read completely the message, just you click on the subject only. Okay, now the body of the message is displayed fully in the document area. Absolutely, if you want to click the subject, then the body of the message is displayed fully in the document area. Okay, once your new receiving mail is totally completed, read is completed, then after reading the message, you send a reply to your friend. That means thank you, or receive your email, whatever may be, immediately you just respond it immediately. So if you want to respond it, what happening? So after reading the mail, once the mail is totally reading is completed, you can reply to the mail or forward the same mail to other persons. That's it. if you send reply to the same person, or this message is very helpful for me and this message is forwarded to our friends also, this is called forward. Okay, we can possible to done these two actions after how to read the mail. That is, one, we can send a reply to your friend, or it is very useful you send the same message forward to your friend also, because if you want to click the subject button, it will shows this is the new window. This is called document area. In this document area, the content your friend is sending, which message, the content is completely appear. Okay, so after completing appear, it will show two of them button of the bottom. One is called reply button and the second one is called forward button. There are two buttons are appear in the document area. So if you click the reply, what happening? If you want to click the reply button, then a new window is open, and in this place the two addresses appear, that is called your friend address, and this is called a compose box. In this compose box, you just type, hi, I received your email, I received your mail, thank you. After, in that bottom, we have a one proper button is that is called send. If after compose a message is complete in this compose area, just click the send message. What happened? Your friend is received, I received your mail. This is called confirmation purpose. Okay, this is the purpose of reply. Or the same message you have to forward other person or other old friend to your mail, click the forward. If you want to click the forward, what happening in this place, to each and appear, you have to type the proper address. For example, the same message I will forward to my friend Abhijit. So abhi1969@gmail.com. So you type the address whose friend you received the same message. Okay, the new friend address you have to type. Just you can identify the difference between reply and forward. In the time of reply, you didn't enter the two address. Why? Because the reply mean you send a message to the same friend. That's why you don't type the two address in this box. Just you prepare the compose only. But you click the forward, that is the reverse direction. Forward means you in this time you type the two address and don't type any of the compose, because the compose is already ready. The same message you forwarded to your friend. That's why you don't type the compose. In case you need to add more text in the compose box, let us you continue it. Okay, no problem. But exact message you will forward to your friend, we need to enter the proper your friend address in this two box. Do you understand? So this is called reply and forward. Okay, once after reading the mail, you can reply to the mail or forward the same mail to other persons by clicking the reply and forward buttons respectively. In case you don't want to keep the mail in the inbox, because sometimes your friend sending message is very useless, didn't use in any time, this is waste message to you. So in case you don't like this message or you don't want to maintain this message in your inbox, so simply what can do, you just delete the message, right? So in this place, the top corner, we have a button is also present, that is called delete button. So forward and reply buttons are appear in your document area at the bottom of position. But the delete button is appear in the same document area at the top of the position. So this time you don't want this mail in your inbox. This is useless. So useless things are useless messages, simply you just removed it. So this time if you no need to maintain the mail, you just click the delete button. Once you click the delete button, the entire of the message is automatically deleted and the message will be stored in the place of a trash. Trash is called keep all deleted messages in your inbox. Okay, so in case you don't want to keep the mail in the mailbox or inbox, click delete button to delete it. Okay, do you understand? This is the checking new mails in your document area. So anytime you want to view a new, that is read or unread, what or maybe any messages, you have to check it in your mail account. click the inbox, because this is the area any of them friend have to send a new mail. The new mails all are keep in inbox location only. Okay, let us, once the inbox is clicked, all unread, not only that unread, all read messages also appear. Okay, but how can I know read and unread different? It's very clearly, unread messages are too much in highlighted and read messages are not highlighted, simply shown in this place only. Okay, this is called checking emails. And the next procedure is how to send email. For example, this time I will send a new mail to my friend. Okay, so this is, I'm not giving a reply, I didn't forward a message. So this time I want to create a new message and the message is forwarded to our friend. So how can I possible to send a new message to my friend? Actually, is it possible, sir? Yes, absolutely is possible to send same message to only for one person, or the same message to forward many people at a time also. But if you want to send a message to your friend, what we need first? First, you know the friend email address. Without friend email address, we can't possible to send message to your friend. Do you understand? Let us discuss about how to sending email. So one of the important functions of an email service is to provide a platform to send emails. Exactly. So one of the important functions of an email service is, always email is not to receive mails only, it is a good platform to send email to your friend. A user can reply to the received email. Okay, using you want to click the subject button, your friend to send reply in your email account, or send a new mail, because this is a new from you, this is the time to send a new message to your friend, we can possible. So how can I send email? Then follow the steps. Step 1, as usual, log into your Gmail account. This is compulsory thing. Already if you are logged in, that is not a problem, but this is the first time to log it, then log into your Gmail account. Okay, so that you are on the dashboard. Dashboard is called main page of your mail account. Let us, step 2. Sir, if you want to receive a new mail, you just click the compose button, right? Yeah, exactly. So sorry. If you want to receive a new mail, you just click the inbox button. So because inbox is the most important option, each and every message is keep in this place only. Let us, after once you want to send a new mail to your friend, in this what button you have to click this, sir? So the very first one is called compose. Yes, compose. So compose mean if you want to send a new mail to your friend, anytime you just click the button is called compose. So click compose is a step 2. Okay, then step 2 is completed, then step 3. So what happens, sir, if you want to click compose? What happened if you click compose? Then if you want to click the compose button, what happening, you know, then immediately a proper scheme is appeared if you want to click a compose. Okay, this compose box contains so many different of fields. This is called to, date and time. Actually you didn't enter the date and time, it's automatically pasted in date and time place, and CC, BCC and subject. Okay, and this is the compose area. In the below there is a send button and attachment button and formatting button, bold, italic, underline. These are the formatting purpose. Okay, this is the compose. If you want to click the compose button, this window is appear. Let us we discuss. So a new blank email window will open up. So in the first component, that is called first box, is called to box. The first one is called to box. So type in the email address of the recipient. So if you want to send a message to your friend, so your friend is also have a unique email ID, right? So you know the unique email ID in the to box, simply you type your friend address, that is called email address of the recipient. Okay, this is the first box. So in this to box, only one person mail ID have to enter only, sir. This is not a limit. If possible, you entered any number of email IDs in a one to box also. For example, if you send the same message to 20 of different recipients, so each and every recipient address you have to enter in the to box. Okay, that is not a problem. And step 4. So you might want to include someone else in your email. So that means I will send the same message to other people. You can do this by clicking CC or BCC. Okay, basically CC stands for carbon copy and BCC stands for blind carbon copy. So now what is the difference between CC and BCC? CC is called a carbon copy. So in previously what I said, if you want to send the message to 20 peoples, the 20 people unique email IDs we can possible to enter in the place of a to box. Okay, that is not a problem. But in case the addresses is increased, sir, I little bit of confused, that's why I did enter 10 unique email addresses in to box and the remaining 10 unique email addresses in the CC box. Anything is happened, sir, that is not a problem. 2 and CC are the both are same, but CC is like a carbon copy. Carbon copy is called a secondary copy, but in electronical version primary and secondary both are in same, right or not? Okay, that's why carbon copy is also a 2, but in case if you want to send the list of peoples are increased in the to box and you have feel confused, then the remaining unique email addresses you have possible to enter in the CC also. So okay, that is not a problem. So CC means carbon copy. Okay, so adding an email address to the CC box means that the person will receive a copy of the email and all the other receipts will see their email addresses. Absolutely. For example, my friend is sending mail to for me and my friend also. So what happening then, my address is entered in to box, like my address is gani.justgani, okay, @gmail.com. actually this is the email address, is the one friend, and the same message is forwarded to another friend, that is abhi1969 @gmail.com. okay, so the two persons can receive this mail. Then once my friend is sending message to me, then how to read the message, I know some same message is forwarded to Abhi also. So I know is also నాకు తెలిసిపోతుంది ఏమని అంటే, so my friend the same message is not forwarding to me only, not for me, నాకు మాత్రమే కాదు, the same message is also forwarded to Abhi also. Is it very clear to know? Okay, but sometime we don't know, మనకు తెలియకూడదు. అంటే గణేష్కి పంపిస్తే నో ఇట్ ద మెయిల్ ఈజ్ రిసీవ్డ్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ గణేష్. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ఓపెన్ ద మెయిల్ గణేష్, సో అదర్ received person names is not appear in this area, but this time we use the BCC for blind carbon copy. What happening in blind carbon copy, just you see, if an email address is put into the BCC field, do you understand, if an email address is put into the BCC field, the person will get a copy of the email. Absolutely, in BCC field if you want to type any email address, that person is also receive the same message, but no other recipient will see that address. This is the important point. Is it clear? So for example, this time abhi1916 @gmail.com I did enter in the BCC field. What happening in this time, if you send, if I receive the mail, then I have to open for the reading purpose. So that Abhi name didn't appear in my area. That is the importance of basis. That's why. So but no other recipient will see that address. That is important. Okay, if you are sending the same email to lots of different people, so it is a good idea to put all the email addresses in the BCC field. Okay, what happening? So BCC fields, if you want to enter any email address, the person name is not appear in the two box. Okay, and step 5, the subject field. Exactly, after CC BCC is complete, we have a subject field is there. So what's doing subject? The subject field allows you to give the recipient an idea of the topic of your email. Absolutely. So which purpose to send this message to my friend? So in case you have to maintain the proper subject, I have an idea. Okay, this is the purpose to send my friend to my email. So without subject, we didn't understand this is like a fake or is an empty, whatever maybe. That's why the topic of your email is just give an idea like a heading. Okay, this is step 5. And step 6. Okay, step 6, email text can be formatted in a similar way to text in a Word document. Okay, actually this is called a compose area. In this area, you type anything. Hi, how are you? I am fine. And what about your studies? Your examinations are started, then you are prepared well or not. So anything you have to write in this compose box. Actually, if you type the text in the compose box, later you want to change the size of the text, or you want to change the color of the text, or you want to put underline of the text, whatever may be, every option we have there in the bottom of the compose area. Okay, this formatting is similar to a Word document. Okay, so you can change the font style, you can change the color and size, anything is possible in the, you have typed the text in the compose box. Okay, this is step 6. And step 7, type your message in the main body field of your email. And step 8, when you are happy with your email, then the entire message is completed in the compose box. So how to send? That is very easy. Have a send button is there. So click the send button at the bottom of the compose window. Okay, if you want to click the send button, the exact mail is forwarded to that person's only. Okay, this is the way to check or sending mails in email account. So if you want to see read and unread messages in your account, click the inbox, or if you send a new message to your friend, click a compose. According to which button you want to click in the dashboard, the proper dialog boxes are appear. Just you follow and enter the proper details in this box and complete the email task in your account. Okay, this is the way to send and check emails in your Gmail account. Thank you. Now welcome to the new session again. So previously we know about how to send and how to check mails in your mail account. Let us is the final topic in unit 3. There are only 4 of them questions available in unit 3 only. Under this message components. Okay, so message components mean in the inbox, or if you want to send a message, you know which button you have to click on the dashboard. You just click the compose button, right? So if you want to click the compose button, what happening, it will show so many different of components. Okay, what components are appear in the compose box area, and which component what action can do, we discussed it separately actually. So these components, date, size mean if you want to send a proper file, so the file contain how much size. So the computer file size is always be appeared in only for bytes format. So the file, how much memory and how much size is occupied, is appear in the bytes format. And the sender name and the subject line, okay, including. For example, a simple email is as follows. Basically 2 parts. One is called mail headings and the composition. 2 components are appear, basically 2 panels. So this is mail headings is appear on the top panel in the compose area, and the bottom area is called message composition. There are two different locations that appear in the message compose box, but you know this, the top panel is called mail headings. So what are the mail headings that appear? The mail headings are, first one is called the from field. So from field tells us who sent the mail. Okay, who sent the mail, this is called actually from. So always to appear the from field first, the from field tells us who sent the mail. And the second one is called date field. So the date field tells us when we got the email. Okay, and the next one is called to field. The to field tells us where to send the mail. Absolutely, ఎవరికి మనం మెయిల్ పంపించాలి, where to send the mail, the mailer recipient mailer ID we have to enter in the place of a to box. And the subject field, the subject field tells us what the message is about. So that is called heading of the message. Okay, the heading of the message is always be appearing only in the subject area, because without heading user cannot understand this is useful message or not useful message. So it will decide according to the subject heading only. That's why in subject area you prepare an heading of the message. And you know that CC and BCC fields also. CC fields is carbon copy, helps to send same mail to multiple persons. The same mail ID you can possible to enter in two boxes, okay, but in case the sender recipient's addresses are too many are present, so some of them are entered in the CC is better. Okay, it is send mail to multiple persons. So actually this from, date, and to, subject, and CC, these five components are available on the mail headings. And the bottom panel is called message composition. Message composition means to compose a mail we have to click on the compose mail option in the mailer. Okay, it is denoted as follows. ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే, this is like it will show a blank area for your like a document. In this place you entered multiple line of text. After your text is completely entered, then you can possible to format the text. The formatting mean we change the color of the text and we change the size. We can apply more formatting techniques like bold, italic, and underline, etc., etc. Okay, so if your message are completed very happily, click the send button. Okay, it is helps us to send the mail by just clicking on that option. Okay, these are the mail components. You maybe you have worked with more times and you can send mails to your friends also. It is very easily. Okay, in case you have a no email ID, this is the time to create a unique email ID in Gmail also. Not only Gmail, it offers so many different, like Opera mail also present, Gmail is also present, and Yahoo mail also present. Whatever may be, in any one a mail is required. Okay, then thank you.